Welcome back, everyone. As most of you may know, you can always save some storage on your iPhone, and there's a couple ways to do it. And I'm going to show you guys 5 different ways to do so. Now, I will tell you one of the biggest ways to do this is with iOS 15, which isn't a feature for everyone, but you basically have the ability of backing up your whole entire iPhone to iCloud completely for free, and then you can go ahead and delete whatever you want to from your iPhone and then restore at a later date. But that is one of the biggest cheat codes ever, and I'll showcase that in a different video. But the first thing what I would recommend doing, and something that's pretty underrated, most people don't do this, is actually deleting your files within your Files app. So as you can see, you have your Files app right here. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and open up this specific file. Now, sometimes these files may be stored into your iCloud storage, but most of the time they actually may be stored on your iPhone. So right here where it says on my iPhone, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and open up these specific files, and whatever you're not using, even some file data for apps, you want to go ahead and delete these. Now within the downloads folder, there can be a lot of stuff here. You want to go ahead and go through here and just delete all this stuff because most of the time you probably don't need any of this. So that's like a big thing I'd recommend doing. A lot of people kind of forget and kind of like brush over this, but that is pretty much the first thing I would recommend doing. Now on top of this, obviously this is like a given. Deleting the apps that you're not using is the biggest thing you can do. So go through your whole entire iPhone, just like how I've done, not on this specific device, but on my personal iPhone. I go through probably every like 3-4 months and just delete any apps that I'm not using. Now I have 128 gigs on my iPhone 12 Pro. On this iPhone 12, I have about 64 gigs, and I have a ton of apps installed on here. So you can go to General, you can click iPhone storage right here, and you can see how much storage you have left. And from there, I would recommend just deleting all these apps and going through and deleting all these apps that you have here too. And you can delete the ones that you're not using, like the biggest ones, whatever. But that's pretty much the main thing you can do. That's going to save the most amount of storage than anything else. Obviously, you can delete your photos as well, but that's something that's a little iffy. If you don't have them saved, I would recommend airdropping them to a computer or something like that and then deleting them from your phone. It definitely saves up a lot more storage that way as well. But on top of that, if you just notice when I opened up my iPhone storage, there was another file that looked kind of out of place. As you can see, this iOS 14.7 file is 4.8 gigabytes. That is a humongous file. So another thing you can do is go to your iPhone storage, which is under settings. So click on here, click on general, click on iPhone storage. And all you need to do is go ahead and delete your specific software updates if you don't want to update them or you don't want to download them or whatever. As you can see, 4.8 gigs, that is a humongous specific file to have on this phone when I'm not even using it. So I'm going to click here, I'm going to click delete update. Now if you install the update, you can go ahead and get that deleted anyway because it deletes automatically. But alongside all these apps and stuff, I would probably recommend deleting the iOS updates as well. That is another massive thing you can do. On top of that, another thing you can do is going into your iMessage app. So you can see iMessages right here, opening it up and deleting any apps or deleting any messages that maybe is taking up too much storage. They can always be housed up into your iMessage iCloud server. But I would probably recommend just going through and either deleting the apps or deleting any of the crazy amount of storage, photos, videos, things like that these messages may have. If you click here, you can always click on up there, click on info, and especially you can click on the info for the messages and then just delete all the spare messages that you have in here, deleting all the whatever else. Those are the best ways you can go ahead and pretty much clear up the storage within iMessage. But on top of that, the last thing I would recommend doing, and this is kind of a funny one, is actually deleting some apps, not all of them, but deleting the apps that you may use on a daily basis and reinstalling them. So apps like Snapchat, Instagram, these type of apps, because you've had them on your phone for so long, they end up taking a ton of storage in the background, and they just have a bunch of cache files and stuff, and sometimes they don't clean them up every single time. So your best bet is to actually go ahead, delete all those specific apps that you may be using and reinstall them. That is another massive thing you can do, and it probably can save a lot more storage than you may even realize. So that's essentially it. Those are the main ways you can go ahead and clear some storage on your iPhone. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.